can't see the red light.
It's recording.
Welcome to Cloud Dancer Speaks. Well, you should be all getting ready for the great moment under the sun. But I urge you to take it with precaution. Don't be going down the beach, stripping off, lying in the sun, going to sleep and getting second-degree burns. Remember, 760 people have died in the UK from exposure. So just be a little bit careful and a little bit cautious. Now we had a great weekend. We had a street festival, if you like, here. Buffalo is putting together the video, piecing it all together. Oh. And it will then go on the site. So you can all see what we were seeing. Well, it was so warm. Everybody was so happy. It was a fabulous time. It was like, it's like a holiday for me, because I'm not allowed out. And her indoors is indoors. She's in the bedroom trying to get some beauty sleep.
No, I'm not.
No, she's really awake to try and annoy me. Now at moments like this, at the street festivals, I believe they got one in Hastings as well. It reminds us to be happy and gives us pleasure. Oh. You'll have to excuse me, I had a lot of sleep. I got a lot to catch up on. So if I nod off while talking to you, don't worry about it. I will awake eventually. So I hope you all have wonderful times. It reminds me of something one of our members put on Facebook. When we were young, we didn't have high-speed cars, ABS braking. We didn't have colour television. Didn't have computers. We had very little. Do you know, still we managed to enjoy ourselves. We actually used to play outside with each other, play in the streets. We used to play different games. Nowadays, of course, you can't. If you get children go out with their little cap guns and play cowboys and Indians, they'll get arrested by an armed force, as happened frequently. The world has gone crazy, but there again, UK has got very much like Russia was in the Cold War. It's become a police state. The next step up will be, of course, curfew times. Over here, we have our maniacs too. Over the period, we've lost about 10 or 12 people that have drowned, diving in the water, unprepared completely. Eating heavy and then getting cramp. I mean, this is lunacy. The sun brings out the lunacy in people, and yet it's a very important part of our being. Plants need sun to grow, but so do we. We need the vitamins that it can induce, like vitamin D. We need the warmth. It's kind of comforting. All right, I can hear you say, what's comforting, are lying there in a ball of perspiration. Yeah, I can understand that too. I've been there, done that, wore the t-shirt. And when these things happen, we forget something very vital. We forget the spirits that are around us. We forget the earth spirits, nature spirits. I'm not talking about fairies, because fairies are a thing that you've got to keep away from. They're not little cute little things with wings, as I've said before. They are nature spirits. The sylphs, the undines, they're all nature spirits. We mustn't forget these. We mustn't forget those that are in the order, mustn't forget the dragon. Those that are with their guides and their guardians. Don't forget what's around you. Just because you can't necessarily see them doesn't mean to say they're not there. Well, after all, you can't see air, but it's there. You can't see electricity, but it's there. Oh, they said, yes, we can see lightning. That you are not looking at electricity, you're looking at what electricity does. So, you only see the results of electricity. You don't see gamma ray. So don't take it for granted that spirits are not there. They are there, and they're very real. As we found out with Kuan Yin many, many times, that beautiful lady we have seen, that's comforted us, that's healed us, that's done so much for us, and for those that have needed help. Science in all its blunders is a blunder. Science that works with spirit is a success. This is quite adamant. Do you remember back to the 60s, some of you, when the people were in the streets saying, oh, go on, how's a cigarette? They're free and they're good for you. They stop heart disease. Science has told us this, so it must be true. Perhaps. Now they say, give up the fags, they'll kill you. They'll give you heart disease. Isn't it ridiculous? It's absolutely ridiculous. We can go further than that. We can go to soap powders. Oh, for Christ's sake. There's biological soap powder, ordinary soap powder, detergent soap powder, and everyone's better than the other. This is crap. And it reminds me of my mother. She used to laugh at them. And she used to get Lux. What was Lux? Pure soap powder. It wasn't a detergent. It didn't have all these weird and wonderful things in it. Have we forgotten how to enjoy life? Have we forgotten how to enjoy the simple things? Why don't you all turn off that bloody little thing in the corner of your house called a television, sit down and play a board game? Or some of you might remember that famous card game called Canasta. Start entering family orientated things. Do things as a family. Get used to each other again. Get to know each other again. If you all want to kill each other, then the board game you keep away from is Monopoly. Otherwise you all kill each other. Not a very good idea, and start swearing at each other. Especially when the kids that survive. So, this is the thing. Have we got so robotic? Have we got to rely entirely on plastic entertainment, such as television? Have we got to rely on games that we have to go to stupid games machines and computers? Have we forgotten? This is what the dark side wants you to do. They want to turn your brains into mush. Go to work, come home, watch television, go on the computer, play more games, go to work. Come on, people, this is not living. This is stupidity. I know I used to be there too. I used to be mad on games. Then as I developed, I began to see the stupidity of the whole thing, and I saw what was happening. They're programming you. They're programming the kids in every way possible. Don't be programmed. Get out in the sunshine. Go and enjoy yourself as a family. That doesn't mean stuck in a car smelling carbon monoxide fumes and in a car jam. Leave the car. Get a bloody push bike. It's healthier. Or go, if you can't ride a push bike, go for a walk. You don't need any of these things. It is not necessary. I love the summer, but one thing I hate is these pesky flies. They are so bloody annoying.
Yeah, I hate them too. The worst thing about summer flies.
Oh. Do you know they're more annoying than a housebound wife? Ugh. That reminds me, Doc Raven was on a photo shoot on Friday. That's why all this is delayed, the festival on Friday. And we will put some of the photographs of our ventures on site for you, so that you can sit and enjoy them.
14 minutes past 10.
Big Mouth has said it's 14 minutes past. Are you all right in there, my love, my dearest?
You won't be alright if you don't pack it in.
See, what have I done? See, I ask whether she's all right, and I get a load of abuse. Dragons are like that. They get very grumpy in the morning.
Wait till my great golden dragon gets you.
They get grumpy in the afternoon. They even get grumpy in the evening.
At night. Especially at night.
Oh, and at night, very grumpy. They seize up, you know. their brain closes down.
15 minutes
Talk
is now
about
past.
yourself.
We may talk about myself. Here I am active.
Dad, 15 minutes is now past.
Yes, Adrian. Running around,
Yeah,
doing my thing.
yeah.
Anyway, folks, it's time I wasn't here. It wasn't such an illuminating discussion today, but it would be wrong if I didn't get something down. Enjoy the day and then the next few months, because this heat, this sunshine will carry on and increase. Namaste. Om Shanti.